welcome back to my channel and my kitchen. How you doing? What's happening? How are you? What's going on? I'm going to start this video the way I never start a video, and I'm going to say, can you please consider liking and subscribing, and also I have merch. This is one of my new merch bits. It doesn't come with like baby, it's not in like dog hairs and stuff on it, it comes clean. It's a Ouija board, I'll show you. It's Ouija as in like Glaswegian, and it has Scottish things on it. Like I know rather than yes and no. It's very clever. I'm very excited about it. I do enjoy it. So there's a goth one, or there's a kawaii one, which is very cute, and I'll put an image somewhere. Anyway, links to that will be down below, and now we're going to make biscuits. Today we're going to make Empire biscuits. I wanted to make Empire biscuits because they're easy, and also because I thought they were Scottish, and then I was like, how are they Scottish? So then I looked it up, and it turns out they're not Scottish, or they might be, they're British. They used to be called German biscuits and they were changed to Empire biscuits because of World War I. I can't find the origins of it being Scottish, just people think it is. What I can find is it's very similar to a Lindsay biscuit, which is like an Australian thing. So it's an Australian biscuit. I don't know. If you're Scottish, please comment below how this Empire biscuit is a Scottish biscuit. Everyone just tells me that it is, and I've just taken for granted that it is. Anyway, it's essentially like a shortbread biscuit thing with jam in between two bits and icing and a wee sweetie or a cherry on top. Marcus has the plague, but not COVID. The plague, but not COVID? Because you just coughed through my video. Could you go die somewhere else? Anyway, so you make a dough, you put the dough in the fridge for like half an hour to chill out, right? So let's do that. Roll up the slates. My hands are clean. I washed them before I did any of this, so we're good to go. I have written my recipe down, so that's what that's for, because I'm not professional. So for the dough, salted butter, icing sugar, flour, vanilla and 2 egg yolks. We need 100 grams of butter, salted, 113, 107, 105. Right, 103 it is. I'm not messed about with that any further. So cut your butter up into wee cubes. Have like not frozen solid butter, but like cold butter, because you're going to need this into breadcrumbs. You can also like use a pulse option on your food processor, but that's an extra dish that I can't bother to clean. Now that there's 100 grams of salted butter in here, you need to put in 85 grams of icing sugar. So noisy in this house today. Next is 175 grams of plain flour. I'm making Empire biscuits. Do you want me to make you a biscuit with no jam?
Yes please. I'll try and eat it.
Could you take that bracelet off me?
I can't touch you, you're making food.
I know, just take the bracelet off. It's just a wee clasp and then I'll wash my hands.
I'm not going to be touching you.
It's fine, I'll disinfect the bracelet before I put it back on.
Okay.
I just don't want to get flour in it.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
This is a fucking weird. Oh my god. These fucking women things, man. Right, there we go. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, let that go. Right. Yeah, it's alright.
Bye. So now that you've got your flour, sugar and butter in there, jam your wee flesh sausages in there and give it a good mixy booty. You're basically turning this into a breadcrumb. The same way you would make scones and stuff. As I say, you can use the pulse action on your thing, but I just like to use my fingers. It's very therapeutic. Just rub the butter and flour and sugar and stuff together and think about what you're doing with your life. Stand rubbing and thinking to yourself, I should really get like an office job or something. Maybe I should, I don't know, not make YouTube videos and put the washing by. Any thoughts that you feel like having, you can have them. Tilde, you can skip until I'm done. I can't press the camera because my hands are covered in butter. But yeah, if I have nothing interesting to say, then just skip me. Skip my life, Tilde. Just skip it. Just take my life and edit out the next 40 years until my funeral. Who am I talking to? I think I was talking to you, Tilde. I need to get some real old friends. That's what I need to get. Right, so if you're not sure if you get any butter left, shake it like that and then all the big crumbs will come to the top. And then you can squish them too. Squish them too. Squish those two. I have no idea what the first thing I said. Squish them too. Squish them too. Now that you've got like sand, breadcrumby nonsense, you're going to add in your egg yolks and your vanilla. So I like to make a wee well right in the middle. So you only want the egg yolk, so do with that information what you will. Use a bottle to scoop the egg yolk up, use your hands, use the shell, do whatever it is that you do to get the yolk separated from the whites. I like to play this crap game of trying not to burst a yolk, which I just did, but it's okay because I was left with it. So, do you know, I think eggs are like bogies.
Fucking snotters, I fucking hate it.
2 egg yolks. Take half a teaspoon of vanilla, so either use your heart to measure or get a teaspoon measurement, or half one. Right, so now what we do is take a spoon and just give that a wee shoogie in the middle, right? Just to combine it a wee bit. And then you're going to need to trust the process. You need to throw caution to the wind and just trust the process, right? And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Put your hand in there, give it a wee squish to try and form some sort of a dough. You're not going to form a dough, right? Don't panic. Don't think, oh no, it's not wet enough. You need to get water or milk or something. You don't, right? You just need to trust that process, you. So you're just smooshing it in a wee bit, right? Until if you grab a amount, it does form a wee bit. Break up that amount that you just formed, and then tip it all out all over your table. Like so. You're going to need to start kneading this. It can be frustrating, but just kid on that it's not. Just kid on that it's not crumbs, it's actually a fully fledged dough. Just tell yourself this is relaxing, this isn't stressful at all, this isn't not going to come together as a dough, because see, if you tell yourself that, it'll come to a dough and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. See, it's already happening. Now, my mother was a witch and she would say that's you manifesting. You're manifesting the dough. But you're not really, you just need the dough. Right. So knead it lightly until it comes together. Try and get the stuff off your hands because that's also biscuit and you kind of want that. And your hands are clean, so it's cool. So I'm happy with that. All the egg is mixed in. And you've got a dough. See? Smashing. Now we need to wrap this in cling film or something and put it in like a bag or put it whatever you want to wrap it in. Not tin foil, something plasticky. Put it in the fridge for half an hour and then I'll show you what you need to do. Yeah. Some people shout at me for this. I actually clean the floor when I'm done, right? So don't be like, ee, what a riot. Like, imagine just flinging things in the ground. I made a dough earlier on. This is now rock solid, right? And we're going to knead this a wee bit flat. Then we're going to rattle it with a rolling pin. And we're going to cut it into biscuits. I use a measuring tape to measure my things because I don't know what size they are. And I know that I need a 7cm wide cutter, so that's 7 centimeters. But it's not on it anywhere. So if you make these for a living, stamp it with what size it is. So we'll flour or stuff this a wee bit. I think first what we'll do, we'll try and beat this a wee bit to soften it. So a wee bit of flour so nothing sticks to your surface. So you want to cut these, was it alright? 3mm thick, but 7cm across. Rolly, 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 rolly. Heat. Heat, 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 heat. Oh yeah, preheat your oven to 160 fan, so 180 not fan, gas mark 4. Gas mark 4? Gas mark 4. I think that's 3mm. Cut out your business. You need to use the wee scalloped edges. Try to like use the bits that have like the best amount of dough so that I don't have to re-roll hunters, but that's not going well. So, take your biscuits and put them on parchment paper, which for some reason I'm not showing you, but there we go, we'll change that. You're going to re-squish this and re-roll it and get more. They're better. So all the ones I'm cutting, I'm kind of making them friends with the one next to them so that the biscuits should all look even because they'll all have like even partners. Does that make sense? Like you won't have like thick top and a thin bottom, you know, you'll have a thick top and a thick bottom. Family friendly. Beep, 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 beep. I think that's about it. I think I'd be chatting if I thought I was going to get 2 biscuits out of that. So, we've made 6 biscuits, essentially. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, these now go in your preheated oven for 10 to 12 minutes, depending on your oven. Only you know your oven, and only you know if it runs a wee bit hot and a wee bit cold. So 10 to 12 minutes, they won't really look much different, but again, trust the process. Just put them in, take them out, put them in a wire rack to cool. Hello again. Right, there's a lot happening. Dishwasher's on, Max is smoking a cigarette and dying, decorators in, dogs are spewing, it's all happening. Oh, dinner is in the oven, I made a lasagna. So we're just going to ignore all of that and we're going to continue making these biscuits. So our biscuits are nice and cool now, and I've made the other batch which is back there. So to decorate them, very simple, very easy. Get scales, that's what I'm looking for. You need, we did alright, 250 grams of icing sugar. Yeah. Cool. To your icing sugar, you add water or milk, whatever you choose. I'm going to choose water. Just like a sploosh at a time until you get a runny paste. Right, I have added water and now I have like this consistency, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to do our jam, right? Now, you have 2 options here. You can get jam, get a knife, take jam on the knife, spread it on there, add the biscuit, be done with it, right? I find that to be too runny I don't like it. I like my jam to be thicker, so I'm going to take a big dollop of this, 100 grams or whatever, and then I'm going to put it in a pot and boil it for a wee bit. Not boil it, but like heat it up, and it's only for a couple of minutes. Doing that will evaporate any water from it, well, some water from it anyway, and it'll make it thicker, essentially, is what we're doing. I've got this in the scale right now, and the scale's just turned himself off, so I'm not measuring any of this. So that'll do, I think. The jam is like this now. It's like fairly runny and stuff. I want it thicker, so I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I've reduced my jam so it's a lot runnier, but it's going to dry a lot thicker. Now doing this does mean that you have to do the jam first, but that's fine. What you're doing is you're taking your biscuit, ignore my nail polish, taking the underside, sticking a bit of jam in there, however much jam you like, and I feel like heating the jam up and doing this means that when you bite into your sandwiched biscuit, oh my god, Spin, stay where you are. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. Behave. Yeah, so when you bite into the biscuit, it's not going to slide around. Like, see, that's like boop 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 slidey. It would stay that way if you didn't heat the jam up. So we're just going to make that wee sandwich. I'm going to put there. Take the underside. Take a biscuit, put it on top. You get the gist. Yeah. Boop. Now it's not important that you do the sound effect at this point, but you can if you wish. Traditionally you would use raspberry seedless jam, but you eat what you want to eat, man. Don't let the biscuit people get you down. Just pick whatever jam suits you and use that. So this is our biscuit empire for now. So I'm going to put this in the fridge just to let the jam cool down a wee bit, and that way we can ice the tops. Okay, so these have cooled now, and you can see they don't really slide around. They can slide around a wee bit, but they're not like flying off the handle, right? Next, you can get jelly tots or glacier cherries, like the sort of candied half cherries, but I use jelly tots. And then get your icing. And to decorate these, essentially what you're doing is, or you do not put that much icing on it anyway, 2 seconds. Get a wee spoon and don't put it to the full edge, but like smooth it out so it looks nice at least. Right. That's your icing. And jelly tots are literally just wee gummy sweeties, and then that goes like that. And that, my friend, is an Empire biscuit. So I'm going to do that to the rest of these and then put them in the fridge, just until the icing sets. There we go. That is an Empire biscuit. They're not set yet. I'm just showing you before I put them in the fridge. Hello, it is the next day. Last night was mental. Picked Sadie up for the nursery and she had a temperature, and she had temperature all night. I had to go to the hospital and stuff where she's absolutely fine now. She's sitting chilling, watching nursery rhymes. If I get copyright struck for this song, this bingo song, I will laugh them up. Anyway, so she's sitting, chilling, eating pears and watching a programme. So, it's now the next day at like 1:30. Here is my biscuits. Focus on my biscuit. There we go. Right, it's got a wee bit of icing on the side because it caught next to the other one. But I'll show you what I mean about the jam. So like, see, it's taking me hundreds of effort to actually slide the top biscuit off. It can be done, but there's effort involved. Whereas if I hadn't reduced the jam, it would just go and just come straight off. So that's why I do that. So yeah. And I'm going to try it. Although I've already ate them and they're quite nice. Excuse my nail polish, right, we'll just do this. Was it Ariana Grande just has her sleeves up all the time? Is that a bit cool people do now? Dino. So good. Really good. So, if you're not into jam or icing, I must say these biscuits are really good biscuits. Like the actual biscuit itself is really, really nice. They're perfect for Christmas cookies if you want to do like Christmas trees and stuff and decorate them, or if you just want to make a normal biscuit and ice it. Very family friendly because it's obviously fun to knead. Quite robust, as long as you chill it, it's fine. If you don't chill it and you cut it into a mould and you put it in the oven, it does tend to like squish out, like it'll lose its pattern a wee bit. And butter might seep from it, but still good. So these biscuits are great for kids. Maybe not to eat too many of, but to like certainly bake with. But yeah, anyway, that's enough about biscuit. They are really, really good. I'm going to go now. I'm going to bath my baby because she's covered in like pear juice. And yeah, thanks for coming and I'll see you later. Bye.